Something is happening right now that the media refuses to touch.
Actually, I'm here to talk about actual oppression, which is the Islamic regime that the Iranian women are fighting against. Why don't we talk about it? You care about women?
I don't care about you right now.
You don't care? You think that's funny? That because I'm different, she says she doesn't care about me?
Because you're being a bully.
Don't do that with my side. Don't do that with my side. It's not in your face. I'm in a totally reasonable distance between you. So this is why I have to bring security out here, you guys, and this is why you guys support my work, because people like this, as soon as they realize that I'm not exactly on their mindset, they just start to touch me and be rude and disrespectful. Don't put your hands on your body.
Don't touch me, motherfucker. Don't fucking touch me.
See, this is how they act.
Don't fucking touch
toxic
me.
masculinity.
Dipshit. I didn't touch you.
You did. We have it on video.
No, if I touch you, you know it.
Hey, yo, what the?
What does that mean?
No, but
You get your little viral moment with your sparkly fucking eyelashes on. Yeah.
Okay, my question.
I trigger grown men, guys.
And then what's your channel thing?
Black Queens Against Oppression.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, sir, do you want to apologize to me? Because that wasn't very nice, and I don't think that was really you.
I don't give a shit what you like.
You don't care about women?
I care about women, but I don't care about you.
I'm a woman.
I don't care about you. Look, there you go.
Yeah, can you tell me one thing that Trump has actually done that's bad?
He's a rapist. He's a pedophile. He won't release the files.
Who do you rape?
You think he released
Who do you
1%
rape?
of the files?
Who do you rape?
1% of the files.
Who do you rape?
I figured her name. Listen,
You forgot her name. I know you did.
he's a con man, and he's a draft dodger. He's a draft dodger. You know what that means?
Who did he rape? If you're going to call someone a rapist, you should know who they raped.
The interview's over because you're annoying the shit out of me.
Because you have no answer.
That's exactly how they always end. Yep, we're going to pause it right there because he chose to pause it right there. This is the pattern most people don't talk about. Disagreement isn't treated as disagreement. It's treated as betrayal for the Democrats. So notice what triggers the reaction, not violence, not disrespect, just stepping outside the approved viewpoint. And once that happens, the conversation ends and intimidation tries to begin. Now, I want you to watch how fast, well, no, not even that. Watch how that same pressure shows up when ideology gets discussed directly.
The Democratic Party, they promote black women, particularly if she's a lesbian. Yes. They promote black women who are not even qualified. We have seen with the diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is really racism, which is really saying, well, black people just aren't, they're not smart enough, so we have to give them handouts. And you're pushing black women who are not qualified. Dr. Claudine Gay of Harvard. Yes. Now the head of diversity at Harvard is also accused, if I have it correctly, of plagiarism. And we'll get to Fannie Willis, who was elected as a DA in Fulton County, Georgia, primarily because she's black, in my opinion. And we've seen case after case. But the black man, where is he? That's done deliberately. And it started really in the 60s, where the Democrats pushed policy, right, that said to women, particularly black women, you don't need a man in the home. We'll give you more money if you're single. They're promoting black women and want black men to be down here. And I think black men sense that, and they know that Trump relates to them. They relate to Trump very well. Barack Obama was a plant. He did nothing for the black community.
Nobody even knows who he is.
Did he ever come back to Chicago with as much crime? He didn't care. That gave rise to Trump, because Trump actually listened to us. He actually cares. Barack Obama didn't give a damn. He should have never been elected. Before he was elected in 2000, he got elected in 2008. My mother sent, may God rest her soul, letters to black churches, warning them about Barack Obama, saying he was so ungodly. I said, Mom, that's harsh. She wrote it anyway. And everything my mother said, may God rest her soul, was right. He hates this country, but he wants to live off the fat of the land. Like the founders of Black Lives Matter. They don't give a damn about black people. They didn't have to spend one dime to help build a black business. But these lesbians, they bought homes in predominantly white neighborhoods. Yes. See, they say they hate capitalism, but they love to use us and live off of capitalism while they spout an anti-God, anti-America rhetoric.
This is where the conversation shifts from confrontation to ideology. Whether you agree or disagree, listen to the argument being made that political loyalty has been assumed rather than earned. And I know that firsthand. I mean, come on. I'm sure all of y'all know that. That's a powerful claim, though. Because if voters start evaluating outcomes instead of identity messaging, entire campaign strategies collapse overnight. And that tension is exactly why analogies like this next one resonates with some audiences.
Black Democrats are like a woman in a very abusive relationship. No matter how bad this man, or how bad this man treats her, or how many times he puts his hands on her and shows her how much he hates her, she stays with him because she's so used to that. She stays with him just in case he decides to get better. But he'll never get better because she'll keep taking the abuse, so there's no sense. This is what y'all are like. You're like women who stay in abusive relationships, don't want to let that man go, because if you let him go, he might go to the next woman and do better with her. You stay in an abusive relationship because you feel like you can't do better. You don't value yourself. That's what a Black Democrat voter is. You guys are like abusive women who gets abused in relationships and stay in those relationships. That's what y'all are.
Now, analogies stick in people's minds, especially emotional ones. And regardless of how you feel about the comparison, the underlying message is about perceived loyalty cycles. That conversation, fair or unfair, is happening more openly now that it was even a few election cycles ago. But ideology debates stay theoretical until reality intrudes. Then things, start to get raw.
What? Look at me. Look at, oh, good job, dude. Real too, then you're brown. You're not white, you're brown. You know that, right? You look in the mirror, see a white person? Fuck you. You're brown. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh my gosh. F you, you're brown. F you, you're brown. Yeah, man, being black and not thinking the same. It's crazy. But there it is. This is where the rhetoric meets behavior. The same spaces that champion anti-racism suddenly produces moments like this. And it creates, credibility fractures for these Democrats out here. Because viewers don't analyze policy papers. They analyze what they see with their own eyes. And when incidents stack, the narrative pressure increases. I want you to watch what happens when escalation goes even further.
No! Fuck are you doing? Move around! Move around! Move around! What's your name? Oh, you some fucking hoes! You some fucking hoes! And you're black! What? Nigga, you're next! You're next, nigga! What you? What's your fucking mouth? I don't want shit! Fuck you! It's a shit! Fuck you! Show me, bitch! Fuck! You fucking serious? Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! What the fuck?
If you ever to... That was the song that was playing in my mind. Right, that towards the end. Yeah, but as you can see, this is no longer a debate. This is exposure. Moments like this travel fast because they contradict the branding of the Democrats. That contradiction drives engagement, though. It forces audiences to ask uncomfortable questions about consistency, accountability, standards. But ideological conflict isn't just cultural. It can spill into institutions, which raises stakes entirely.
Most black voters, by the way, have no idea about the racist history of the Democratic Party. I didn't know when I was in high school that Democrats founded the Klan. I didn't know when I was in high school that Democrats voted against the 13th Amendment that freed the slaves, the 14th Amendment that gave slaves citizenship, the 15th Amendment that, at least on paper, gave slaves the right to vote. Democrats voted against all of that stuff. I didn't know when I was in high school that more Republicans as a percentage of the party voted for the Civil Rights Act of 1964 than did Democrats. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Everett Dirksen, a Republican in Illinois, got an award from the NAACP for how he helped to shepherd the Civil Rights Bill through Congress. I didn't know that Al Gore's father participated in what was then the longest filibuster to prevent the bill from ever becoming on the floor. I also bought into that notion that, okay, Democrats used to be racist, but then Republicans switched places with them in the 60s. I bought into that until I found out that of all the Democrats that voted against the Civil Rights Act in the House, of all the Democrats who voted against the Civil Rights Act in the Senate, only 2 switched to the Republican Party, one of whom was Strom Thurmond. George Wallace, who stood in front of the school door as a Democratic governor saying segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever, he died a Democrat. Robert Byrd, who was a Kliegel, that means a recruiter for the Klan, he died a Democrat at 100 years old in the Senate. Most of these guys never switch parties. It is a lie. The reason the South became more and more Republican is because the Democratic Party became more and more left-wing, became anti-Vietnam, anti-war, pro-abortion, and the South became increasingly uncomfortable with their allegiance to the Democratic Party, especially since Jim Crow had fallen. If Jim Crow has fallen, why are we in bed with these Democrats? What's the point? And so the South became more and more Republican for a reason that had nothing to do with racism. But that was the line that was fed by so many people, and so many blacks to this day believe that.
Now, here's the intellectual consolidation phase. This clip steps back from confrontation and reframes the conversation around long-term policy and outcomes. Whether viewers, agree or not, arguments like this give structure to emotional reactions built earlier in the video. I can say myself, I didn't know any of this information until after high school. But structure keeps audiences watching, y'all. So let's pivot into something that raises immediate concern.
Hey, you guys. So this is not a political post. This is a humanity and professionalism reminder to my fellow healthcare professionals. You cannot wish death upon people and then post it to the internet. Look at this.
All the medical providers, grab some syringes with needles on the end. Have them full of saline or succinylcholine, whatever. That will probably be a deterrent.
So this provider was encouraging the use of a medication called succinylcholine. And succinylcholine is an anesthesia drug that we use to cause paralysis in our patients when needed. So essentially, she is asking for this person to be suffocated alive because you would not be able to breathe, you would not be able to move, you wouldn't even be able to blink. So you would suffocate alive. This is not acceptable behavior. As medical professionals, our job is to take care of everyone and anyone, regardless of their race, religion, creed, gender, sexual orientation, political affiliation, whatever it is. So please stop taking videos of yourselves in your scrubs, wishing harm upon people. All you are doing is feeding hysteria and causing further mistrust in the medical system. Our job is to help people heal, not to spread hate.
I know that's right, y'all. I had my mic off, my fault. I know that's right is what I was saying, though. Now we're talking about ethics. Politics inside professional environments isn't new, but when it touches medical trust, that hits a completely different nerve. Because viewers imagine themselves in that position, and fear-based stakes dramatically increase retention. But institutional questions don't stop here, y'all.
How did you make all this income from the rental property?
Sir, I submit a financial disclosure, just like everybody else. There's nothing to see here. Thank you.
Is it appropriate for members to make so much money when they're in office? Should there be rules there? Financial disclosure reports show that the wealth of Presley and her husband Conan Harris swelled from $12,000 in 2019 to as much as $8 million. 5 rental properties earn them up to $350,000 annually. Presley once advocated to suspend rent during the pandemic. She pushed policies for struggling homeowners.
These little to no cost bills help people remain housed.
Presley's husband is an ex-con who went from serving a decade in jail before they were married for drug trafficking to raking in up to $1 million a year as a business and management consultant.
There are many times where we can see that the spouse is the person who may be bringing in the most income.
Some lawmakers resist restrictions on outside earnings. Do you think that there should be changes, some different rules about what members can make while they're in office?
These are presumably right-wing reports designed to try to undermine our members, and there's nothing credible that has been suggested that I've seen.
But other members worry about their colleagues cashing in on congressional service.
The idea that people's net worth balloons at that level is yet another erosion of public trust.
There was one of the first aphorisms I learned is politics is the art of turning influence into affluence.
Now, the money also followed Presley's fellow squad member Ilhan Omar to Congress. A House committee is probing how assets belonging to Omar's husband grew into the millions.
Exactly.
Chad Burgum, live on Capitol Hill. Chad, thanks.
Now, this angle introduces, I said angle. This clip introduces another angle. Wealth and political contrast. Perception matters in politics, and when messaging about struggle collides with financial growth, critics gain ammunition, if you will. Right or wrong. Optics influence trust more than spreadsheets ever will. Which brings us to the final piece.
To support this exciting renewal this morning, I'm pleased to announce that on May 17th, 2026, that we're inviting Americans from all across the country to come together on our national mall to pray, to give thanks, and we are going to do something that everyone said, like, that's tough. We're going to rededicate America as one nation under God. A lot of people... Yeah, thank you very much. That's what I mean by the Spirit. It's so incredible to see it. I see it so much. I've never seen anything like it in 1 year. I thought it would take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to be where we are. We've done it in, really 10 months. We're at 12, but now it's just getting to a level that we've never reached before as a country. But that includes religion. And maybe that's part of the reason that we're doing so well. There's such great spirit. It's all spirit, and it includes religion. I've always said, you just can't have a great country if you don't have religion. You have to believe in something. You have to believe that what we're doing, there's a reason for it. There has to be a reason for it. We're all working and we're behaving. I behave because I'm afraid not to, okay? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
I know that's right. You seen him look up the guy when he said that. Now, regardless of where viewers land politically, the announcement hits a symbolic nerve. Faith, identity, national framing, these are emotional anchors that drive turnout and conversation. Moments like this don't just energize supporters, they force opponents to react, which is exactly why the temperature around these debates keep rising. So, the through line tonight wasn't one clip. It was a pattern that we noticed. Confrontation, narrative tension, institutional questions, and symbolic messaging colliding, in real time. So if you're watching this unfold with me, I want you to drop your thoughts below. Now, the word of the day is faith. Yeah, because that's what we need right now at a time like this. If you can drop that in the comments and let me know you made it to the end, it'd be very amazing of you. Other than that, I feel like my brain is fried right now. I'm extremely tired. Again, I don't know why okay. Today, I'm going to be very intentional about getting the proper amount of rest because I don't think I've been doing that. I'm not like burnt out, but just a little fog right now. So, yeah. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. Get you some rest. All right. Go check out somebody today. You could be saving their life. Peace.